Opportunity beckons. Who is that blade for?
Figuratively.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder dread Evis are aggressive beasts.
Do you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned, for dread Evis skin is a rare. Bring me that beast's skin and...
All right.
Of course, you leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. I eagerly await your safe...
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You! Finally.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word.
The university?
A specialist in ancient cultures. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from the answers I seek lie. Would you do an old man a kindness and...
Climb the stairs.
And memorize some courteous soap. Three of them, to be precise. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light, namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike them.
I can't promise I'll remember everything.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
That mark. You must be Lord Rossfield. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lord. I, too...
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Not a scratch on them. These hides will fetch a good price.
You wouldn't happen to have a decent whetstone in there, would you, madam?
I'm sure I can find you something. All of these stones have a good bit of diamond dust in them.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
How are those new boots treating you?
The engravings were in good...
Oh, what the night? Oh, come, don't cheat. Let's stop.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmer, 3 engravings, 1 for each of the guardians of the mother crystal, wanderers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture, though nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha!
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
The free city's under siege?
Ready, go?
Fly 'em!
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
Don't get surrounded. Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. sooner it's off my hands, the better. Here's your hide.
I worried you might never return. Oh, clearly my trust in you joined me as...
I don't plan on making a...
Very well. Though I believe fate do not allow me to keep you from being...
The free cities under sea?
Ready, go?
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them. free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry. Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed. They're wearing wound armor. Surrounded. That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. city's leaders gather, there may still be survivors inside.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back.
Nice try. Thanks, boy.
Nice try.
Too slow.
Little trick.
Fuck.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Nice try.
Still my beating heart!
As we're ready.
Too slow.
Stop!
That's better. Nice try.
One is seldom enough when you're not in league.
Actually, I wouldn't.
Nice try.
Well done.
I needed that.
Till my beating heart!
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? to surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
As all the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he?
Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Cole said it was an army of Akasha.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are
Clive? Where the hell is everyone at? They're all right.
You lot don't do... Well, at least everyone's... Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive.
Sitting under a pile of...
But we were able to save a few bits, and the more personal items we gave to the next of kin.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Clive! Here you go. Think you can help?
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Good girl. Needed that. No more vengeance.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashi?
Are you buying or selling? Take care. Welcome, welcome. A fine choice. Anything else?
The free cities under sea?
You're on my side, Tom. Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a cat? Bandits, maybe.
Mummy? The gentlemen of the town guard are strapped.
This might take a while.
Looks like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken. Too slow. Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, it just so happens that right at this very moment...
And what talents would...
Why, your fearlessness.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain, but the army too is in...
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these, so we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. And we believe we have found one. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out...
And so, we seek...
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the
Of course.
Sounds like you'll have your work.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Even if I begin right now, I'll be worked. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't...
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chairdra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open...
All right.
I'm sure you won't need...
Come on. Run like the wind. This must have been a nice place once. And it will be again. That's all of them. Come on. Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let her...
Don't let me... but Clive. She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you...
All right. Eloise.
Thank you, Clive. Here. Well then. Now, I suppose the first thing we'll need to do is...
You're still in negotiation?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf. I suppose it's to be expected. But we shall emerge
Well...
I'm not sure I do.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the big...
I don't think I've heard...
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the... and they're still expanding. They've been... and judging by her reaction...
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny... Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have... But this was not the life my sister... I won't let her give up on her dream. She freed me from my bond, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises...
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time... Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from...
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, these bearers are... That's a job...
Clive, just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make... I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on...
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. But there's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over. But there's only so many we can shelter. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. And that's what I was hoping you might help me.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you
Well, I reckon we could do...
Eastpool. It's been a long time.
It was a tragedy, and if any of us could have done anything to stop it, what's done is done. And those who lived there...
I suppose...
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got... There's just one... A band of cutthroats have made it their den. And they don't seem like they'll be... Nasty bastards they are too. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't or... But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time...
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those.
And I know them. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to... And I dare say he's got some ideas.
Of course. All right, Sir Wade. Let's hear your plan. Sir Wade.
And you, Lord.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans.
That's right. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us. And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the... We need somewhere to settle them. And...
As can I. Which is why I agreed.
That's very kind of you. With you beside us, we shall soon send that...
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be... A small force would suffice to clear the village.
I'll head into Eastpool and you and the Guardians can stay outside the village. Make sure I'm not taken.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk.
The Akashic are the bigger risk.
Well, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead.
All right.
We shall see you there.
You think you can just walk in here, kill him?
You will leave Eastpool now, or face the consequences. Go well. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Any more surprises?
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for Akashic.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in...
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and...
I would hope so.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here. It might be best to send word for them to come right away.
Of course. I'll send orders for them. Leave it with me.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of... It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are... It'll take a bit of elbow grease.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the
Of course.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more...
And we will, my lord.
Eastpool is in safe hands.
Sir Wade told me you got rid of them. What's all this about? On second thoughts, it'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is...
I suppose it will be.
What else? Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need...
Did Wade say that?
Well, anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool. So the way I see it, if it's food or lumber...
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you.
I wanted to.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
You know what you have to do. Clive, as you know, our time grows short. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally...
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. And I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge...
It is the one I found. And it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is, my comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we... But there are those among us who cannot fight. I would place Lostwing in their hands, but a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for... And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who... The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger, Inc.
Understood.
Then the last of my preparation, and may Griga guide us.
To Gotan's Bales, then, and quickly, before anyone else finds them.
No need to ride from here. Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, and if that's what has to happen, then so be it. That we get to see justice.
I hope so.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. They're all gonna fucking die.
No. Sid! Don't worry, we can't let Quinton...
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east.
Promise us, Sid. Yeah!
Don't tell me I'm too late. Quinton, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my... They followed me without question.
This must be the guard dog. Quinton. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then. You're no guard dog. You're just a rabid beast that needs to be put down. Nice try.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing, it was all for this. But what is my faithful comrades?
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You?
And so are you. It's Lostwing.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick. You're finished. It's up. I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin. Thank the Founder. Welcome back to the...
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
Then all is at an end.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is... I have nothing.
What the heck are you on? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. Can't we just go?
Your work ain't over. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the master.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf.
A bottle or two of your finest red will...
Of course. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind.
I look forward to it.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a cat?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. Come again. I may have more for... Oh, yeah.
Let me help. I know my letters.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
if it's knowledge you seek.
Trouble with your gear, or... What do you want? Should last you a good while. No scratches, all right? Should last you a good while. Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. That it? Fine.
Let me tell...
All right.
Them rumours wet legs were spread. Might be they weren't just tales. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint Gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than Gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Clive. Go on, then. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. Is that all?
He's a surly soaker. Who cares less?
Sid! Heard you were in Canberra fetching young men.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever like Miss Middledore?
Do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh. Sid's... I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otter might know.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone,
Did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box had to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are cruel?
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do...
Nope. We just wanted to listen, so we pressed like this. See?
All right.
Did you break? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it. Yeah, new music.
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
And we're right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive,
What do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me? Here they come!
Behind me, Lord Rosfield. I'll take care of these fuckers.
I'll have you know, earth-breaking here. One struck fear into the heart of every man in the twin.
About that offer, Cav? How are we doing, Mid? I thought you said that ship was fast!
Once you get going, well, that takes time. Unless you fancy giving us a push, you lay in the old sack of damn.
Old? I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers. Come on, then!
Don't let the coppers, you curds. Without the pay, and I'll be damned if I'm going first.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive?
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rossfield? My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my axe? No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate! New plan! You leave! We follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engines down! Slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. 'Tis not blood that runs through Eleven's veins. These foes will not fall easily.
But they will fall. Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
Should we make for the ship?
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, run for it!
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah! You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Greek of mercy. All this. What have I done?
My lord. sea between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stone here.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye!
Do you feel that?
Jill.
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Grigos, gosh!
Barnabas.
Hard port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
It's now or never.
I'll find her.
Bloody hell! How to stop it!
Where did you hide her, Barnabas?
Finished.
Nice try.
At last, I'm going to die. Watch us, Bill.
I need to hurry.
might take a while.
Only one.
Jill!
You came.
Get back!
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still!
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
In earnest, then. Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The Blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no!
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this. Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty. In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. Rise, Mythos. All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the Blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world, nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. Sway you. There are other means of persuasion that might. Cast off your stride. Mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation? And abandon everything we hold dear?
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back! I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time. We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks, still. Okay.
Let's hope so. I should visit Joshua, assuming Talia will allow it.